Alright, what's up? I'm back, and today for the eighth day of the recording every day of the month, we have not a showcase, a tier list video. So this tier list is going to be about the oaths. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a tier list that has all the oaths, including the new one. So this is going to serve as the new Silent Heart oath. Which also, speaking of that Silent Heart oath, I have a build that I'm progressing for it. So a video on that will be out probably on, I'll say Friday. Yeah, Friday the latest because school and stuff. But I'll have a video on Silent Heart Oath on Friday and what I think about it. Well, obviously, I'm about to tell you what I think about it from the tier list. But okay, so we're gonna just jump straight into it, and we're starting off with Blind Seer. I just did a video on Blind Seer talking about why I think it's good and could possibly even end up being meta in the near future. Blind Seer with the new buff, the Tranquil Circle buff. Tranquil Circle is able to like move with you now and just nullifies all mantras. If you watch the video that I made on Blind Seer, you can see in the background that I used Tranquil Circle when they were using the Dawnwalker spinning move, and I'm able to run into them and M1 them while they're using it, so I get off free damage. Because of that buff, before that buff, I would have probably put Blind Seer in like CB, but after the buff, I want to say A. I want to say A, because right now in the game, at least what I'm fighting against, most of the builds are like spammy, runaway, flame charm builds, especially with the new intelligence talents that just promotes that even more. So I'm going to say A tier for Blind Seer for now. Next is Jet Striker. Jet Striker is not bad, but the thing is, it's just really mobility. If you have the right build, I don't know if some of you have seen that clip, but like somebody had a dagger and they just kept doing the Jet Striker knockdown and they literally infinite somebody. I'm not sure how they did that, but if you have something like that, then straight up here. But let's say you just have a regular build with Jet Striker. Jet Striker can definitely be viable if you're able to play with your regular dash and your running attack dash, the one that does the knockdown. If you're able to like confuse your enemy and get off the knockdown, then it's pretty good. But for now, I'm gonna say Jet Striker's like C tier, unless it's in like the right hands. So Arc Warder got a lot of buffs in one of these recent patches. So now Arc Warder, it has a physical damage reduction, and it can also be leveled up, so that's pretty good. So now that it has that, and you could also toggle like if enchants will work or not, so that's pretty good as well. So Arc Warder, I'm gonna say it's also A tier, above Blind Seer, only because you can toggle the enchants. So that means like, let's say you're using enchant, you toggle your enchant, you use it real quick, toggle off again. Now they can't use their enchant, which is really good. And also you can't even be guard broker when you're in the suit. It's just really strong. Next we have Link Strider. Link Strider is also really good. There's no trash oath in the game, in my opinion. Link Strider is good, but the thing is, getting it, you have to get people to sacrifice, which is really tedious and annoying unless you have like a group of friends that are willing to do it for you. But once you actually get it, I did make a video on it recently showing off my support build with it. It's more of a support oath in my opinion, based off of the skills obviously. So I'm gonna say Link Strider could be like, Link Strider is like a B tier because it can be used in ones, but it's most viable in twos with other people. Next is Contractor. Contractor's good, but the process of getting it and then what you actually get once you're done, I think it's not as like, not worth it, but I think it's not worth it honestly. That's why I haven't gotten it, because it's a lot to do, it's a lot of sacrifices, and then it still doesn't even turn out being that good. The one skill that's good is this skill that's being used in the picture. I think it's called Judgment. That's the only skill that's good, and it's still pretty easy to roll and parry and all that, so even that isn't that good in itself. So I'm gonna say it's definitely better than Jet Striker, but I'd say depending on the situation, it's worse than Link Strider. So these two you can switch between. Next we have Dawnwalker. Everybody knows how good Dawnwalker is. Even after the nerf, Radiant Kick still has, well, it got nerfed and then it got rebuffed again, but not as much as before the initial nerf. But Radiant Kick is back into a good place now. But since Wayward actually got nerfed, I don't think Dawnwalker is like up there anymore. Because the best part about Dawnwalker was Radiant Kick with Wayward. After the Radiant Kick, you could Wayward to them instantly and then get off like an M1 or a skill or some quick damage. But since Wayward got nerfed, Dawnwalker is definitely still good, don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna say it's probably, it's not worse than yeah, it's not worse than Blind Seer, but I'm not sure if it's better than this, if it's better than Arc Suit, because the Arc Suit damage reduction is crazy. You can get a lot of damage reduction. I'm gonna say it's in the middle of A. Next we have Vision Shaper. I really hate fighting Vision Shaper because after the change where they make your clone's damage not fake, like it does 50% of your actual damage, and then it also copies your weapon. So let's say you get like a detonation rapier and you just use your clone, you could be hitting the person with your rapier while the clone is also hitting them and doing real damage. You could literally jump people. It's basically going to be a 2v1 on the person because of your oath, which is really strong if used on the right build. Like let's say you get a thunder build and you're just spamming the person down while the clone's after them, then it's really good. So probably I'm gonna say, I don't think it's better than any of these. I don't think it's better than any of those. So I'm gonna say B tier. Probably better than Contractor though. Remember, this is my opinion, so take it as you will. Next we have Star Kindred, second to last one. Star Kindred, it did get nerfed. The Celestial Assault, it got nerfed from 0.35 startup to 0.45, which was really needed because it was pretty crazy. But even after the nerf, Celestial Assault's still a really strong mantra because it can lead into free combos after parries. So Star Kindred, we're gonna say Star Kindred is high A tier. I don't think anything's better than an Arc Suit damage reduction, I'm gonna be honest. The Arc Suit is really crazy. But anyways, on to this next oath. Imagine that Silent Heart, the new oath is right here, and not this caution sign. But anyways, yeah, on to the next oath. Silent Heart is really good as well. Well, actually, you know, I can't keep saying everything is really good because Silent Heart, I need to play with it a little more first, but I think it's interesting to say the least. Silent Heart's interesting. It has that little uppercut that TPs you, which is gonna be it's gonna be interesting to play around with and find out how good it can be. But I can tell you from experience, in gank, Silent Heart is really annoying, like, especially if you have a spear. You can just jump around with Silent Heart doing the little ankle breaker and TPing to people when they try and run, or if you're trying to chase them down or anything, or even just third party with it, you could just TP to them. So it's really strong, and it locks them in place. That's the best part. It locks them in place. Even if they're parrying it, they're locked in place. So that's good. And then it also does a lot of damage, and when you vent, you go invisible. You get like the ghost effect. You're also invincible in there. You have iframes, same as Ghost. So Silent Heart, I don't have enough playtime on it, so I can't say too much about it yet. Not being able to use mantras is really a big downside. So we're gonna put the lowest in B tier. I don't think there's any S tiers. The only S tier that could probably be there is Arc Water or pre-nerf Dawnwalker, because pre-nerf Dawnwalker was crazy, especially with the talents that Dawnwalker has. But that's all for this video. If you made it to the end, then subscribe, and I appreciate it. Right now we're at 190 subs. We're 10 away from 200. We're still gonna upload every day, and we're trying to hit 200 by the end of this month. If we hit 200, then the next goal is 250, and so on and so on and so on. Thanks for watching.